Long, long ago, deep in the peaceful mountains of Japan, there lived a kind ox driver who traveled from village to village. His gentle ox carried bags of salt and rice along quiet forest paths. Every journey brought new friends and beautiful places to discover. The ox driver always treated his faithful companion with kindness. He brushed the ox's soft brown coat, shared fresh water, and thanked him after every long day. Together, they made a perfect team. One cool autumn morning, they began crossing a mountain pass surrounded by tall cedar trees. Golden leaves floated gently through the crisp air, while birds sang above. The forest felt peaceful and welcoming. As evening slowly approached, a gentle mist drifted between the trees. The mountain became quiet, and only the soft sound of the ox's footsteps echoed along the narrow trail. The ox driver wondered where they might spend the night. Far ahead, an old wooden house appeared beside the path. Warm light glowed through its paper windows, making it seem like a cozy place to rest. The tired traveler smiled with relief. An elderly woman welcomed him with a gentle smile. "You must be tired," she said kindly. "Please come inside and warm yourself by the fire." The ox driver thanked her and carefully led his ox to a nearby shelter. Inside the house, a delicious meal of rice, vegetables, and warm soup waited upon the table. The old woman spoke softly and seemed very friendly. Still, the traveler noticed something mysterious about her bright eyes. Late that night, the wind whispered outside. As the fire slowly faded, the traveler heard strange footsteps moving around the house. He quietly opened one eye. To his surprise, the old woman's shadow stretched across the wall. It slowly grew taller and larger than any ordinary person. The traveler realized she was the mysterious mountain witch, Yamanba. Although frightened, he remained calm. "My fear will not help me," he thought. "I must think carefully." He quietly prepared to leave before sunrise. Before the first light of dawn, the ox driver quietly packed his belongings. He thanked the sleeping house for its shelter, gently patted his faithful ox, and slipped silently onto the mountain path. The forest was still wrapped in soft morning mist. Not long after they left, a loud voice echoed from behind. "So, you discovered my secret." The mountain witch stepped out from the shadows. She was tall as an ancient cedar tree with long silver hair flowing like mist, yet her eyes held more sadness than anger. The ox driver did not run. Instead, he bowed politely I thank you for your kindness last night, he said calmly. I only wish to return safely to my village. The mountain witch watched him with quiet surprise. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Only the gentle wind rustled through the cedar branches. Then the mountain witch slowly began following behind them, her footsteps soft despite her great size. The ox carried its heavy load without complaint. Its steady pace reminded the traveler to remain patient. Step by step, they continued deeper through the peaceful mountain forest. As the path grew steeper, the ox driver noticed a large chestnut tree beside the trail. Its branches were filled with ripe chestnuts ready to fall. An idea quietly came to his mind. He gently shook one of the branches. Dozens of shiny chestnuts rolled across the ground and bounced down the hillside. The mountain witch paused and looked after them with curiosity. For a little while, she stopped to gather the scattered chestnuts. The traveler and his ox continued onward. The forest became brighter as sunlight slowly reached between the trees. Birds began singing once again, giving the mountains new life. Before long, the mountain witch appeared once more in the distance. She had caught up with them again, moving silently through the trees. The ox driver remained calm and searched the forest for another clever idea. Soon they reached a small stream flowing over smooth stones. The clear water sparkled beneath the morning sun. The ox driver smiled gently, knowing that nature often offers quiet wisdom to those who pay attention. The ox driver carefully filled a small wooden cup with the cool spring water. He placed it upon a flat stone beside the path. The mountain witch stopped when she reached it, smiling softly as she drank the fresh water. "Thank you," she whispered. The traveler continued walking with his faithful ox. High above, sunlight filtered through the cedar branches like golden ribbons. The mountain seemed quieter now, as though it were listening. At last, they reached the highest point of the mountain pass. Far below, the rooftops of a peaceful village appeared through the morning mist. The ox gave a gentle, happy call, sensing that home was near. The mountain witch stopped at the edge of the forest. She looked toward the village but did not take another step. "I cannot leave these mountains," she said softly. "They have been my home for longer than anyone remembers." The ox driver turned and bowed deeply. "You cared for a weary traveler," he said. "I will always remember your kindness." The mountain witch lowered her eyes, touched by his gentle words. A warm breeze carried colorful leaves through the air. For the first time in many years, the mountain witch smiled with genuine happiness. Few people have ever spoken to me without fear, she said quietly. The traveler reached into one of his bags and offered her a small bundle of rice cakes. "A gift for your kindness," he said. The mountain witch accepted them with both hands and thanked him warmly. As the ox driver and his faithful companion continued toward the village, the mountain witch slowly disappeared among the ancient cedar trees. Only the soft whisper of the mountain wind remained behind. Years later, travelers passing through those mountains sometimes found fresh spring water, ripe chestnuts, or small bundles of wild berries waiting beside the path. People smiled and quietly wondered if the mountain witch was still watching over kind-hearted visitors. Beneath a magnificent full moon and countless sparkling stars, the peaceful mountains rested in gentle silence. Far along a quiet forest trail, the ox driver and his faithful ox looked back one last time before continuing home together. Deep within the ancient woods, a warm lantern glowed softly beside a small wooden house, reminding every traveler that kindness can be found in the most unexpected places. The end.